Why do you feel the need to explain?
Bro, if I want to talk to Dawson, I want to talk to Dawson. You're my baby, you're not my mom. See, don't even vex me because I'll come for you as well. If you know the anger inside me right now, trust me, I'm not even. Let's not even have this conversation. I don't know what the day is. Rachel, I'm telling you this year. If you don't beg me, my name is not Sheggz. Start writing down. Laugh about it. Let's laugh about it. I swear on my mom's life.
Anyway, you know what, guys? I watched that particular scene play out. I mean, there was a lot of things happening last night. In fact, not even last night. Yeah, the early hours of this morning. And I watched it all play out. But you see that particular scene where, where Sheggz literally turned around and put Bella in her place. Like, he literally gave her a stern warning. Like, if you come for me, I will come for you. Are you okay? Guys, I watched that part and I had a very, very good laugh. Ha! I had a good laugh because it seemed as though at that point in time, Sheggz had some kind of brain touch. Because is this not the same woman that you're shouting, oh, my girlfriend? And by the way, guys, for those of you that don't even know the exact reason Sheggz caused that massive altercation between himself and Rachael yesterday, guys, the reason was actually because of Bella.
I don't think this house is stupid and we all have 3 weeks left so she would leave. The shit Rachael did is stupid. Rachel's been here long enough. She knows Bella don't eat beef. It's dumb as fuck. It's stupid as fuck.
It wasn't even Sheggz's battle to fight for. To be very frank with you all, it was because of Bella. He decided, and you know, whenever we say something on this channel, people think that we're just capping or we're just lying. We said the same thing yesterday during our live stream. That Sheggz literally always uses Bella as an excuse to score cheap points in that house, to create highlights for himself. And that was exactly what this guy did last night. Yeah. So when he had this feel of the moment, or probably upset that Bella had kind of capitalized on that opportunity to also create her own highlight, you know, by pouncing on Rachael with that plate of rice. The guy was probably upset that, no, you cannot hijack all the attention from me. Because what did he do after the fight? He started having conversation with different housemates that were dumb and gullible so that they would believe him, you know, twisting the narrative, lying to them about something that us, the viewers, actually saw firsthand. We witnessed everything firsthand. And then Bella came, like one tiny agidi, she came and hijacked the entire attention.
That's provocation. Bella deserves this strike.
Jude was upset. He was upset. And so that moment when he turned around and warned Bella, you're not my mom. You're not my mom. Say, are you my mom? See, hey, blah, 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 blah. I say, hey. Jude was ready to pounce on Bella. And I bet you that if Bella had reciprocated that his negative energy, trust me, both of them, they would have had their Sheila argument again. Now, no matter what they talk about, we wouldn't even be talking about the issue that happens between those two people and Rachael anymore. We will not be trying to settle the quarrel that happened between Sheggz and Bella. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call a typical theater of clowns. Period. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the tea. Now, the tea of this video, guys, is majorly two things. Sheggz's threat to Rachael. Sheggz actually threw a threat at Rachael last night, guys. I'm going to play that clip. I'm going to talk about it. And the reason I'm doing this is because after he said it, he probably realized that, oh, he had actually capped too much, or he had said more than he could, you know, actually afford to say. He now started going around the house, meeting with different housemates to twist the narrative and to make it seem like he had no meaning attached to what he said. So we're going to talk about it. I will play the clip. We're going to talk about it. Then secondly, we're going to analyze the moment I explained earlier, you know, the moment when Sheggz had switched up on Bella. Guys, it was an epic moment for me. I loved to see it. We're going to talk about it. So if you're new on here, I just want to thank you for coming through to watching my video, but please do not leave without doing exactly what you see on your screen. it is one of the easiest and fastest ways for you to receive a lot of my videos, all right? So yeah, let's quickly get into the video. So first off, before I get into the actual crux of the matter of this video, this is just a gentle reminder to Big Brother that he needs to issue Bella a strike. Biggie, we're reminding you again, no, as your loyal viewers, we need you to please kindly issue Bella a strike. We do not want to see another Chichi situation. Oh, this is a final serious warning or a serious final warning. Biggie, no. No. As far as I'm concerned, these housemates, they've been extremely excessive. Yes, they need to take responsibility for their actions. Bella cannot have done all what she did, and then what we are seeing is, oh, Bella, your punishment awaits you. Which nonsense punishment? Biggie, please, we're begging you, do the needful. I get it, Big Brother needs to be unpredictable this season. And so far, so good. Big Brother has been doing a good job at that, right? But Biggie, you need to issue Bella a strike. It was during the altercation last night that Sheggz, after talking and talking and talking, he was almost going to leave. He came back and he mentioned to people that were sitting at that dining that he wasn't sure what the date was, but they should all mark that yesterday night's date or even what the early hours of this morning's date. Yes, that Rachael will come and beg him. Guys, please watch this clip by yourself.
That's my point. I swear on my mom's life, if you don't beg me, that's what I'm gonna say. If you don't beg me in this Nigeria before December, let's see now. Don't beg me. You're mad.
That's a threat.
Now, for those of you who are not Nigerian, let me explain the enormity of what Sheggz did at that point in time. You see, Sheggz moving on to Rachael and making that statement and even going as far as swearing on his mother's life, guys, that is considered a threat. Number one. Number two, it is considered a voodoo-ish kind of threat. Yes, voodoo in the sense that it involves juju, it involves supernatural powers or whatever, or it also involves some level of high powers. Now, remember, Sheggz has bragged a lot in that house about how he knows police officers on the highest level, how he knows X, Y, and Z, how he knows this and that, how he controls blah, 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 Mopol, riding with his father when they're going out. He knows all the policemen in Ikoyi. He knows area boys. He knows street urchins. This guy has bragged a whole lot. He has also bragged on different occasions that if they were outside, this person cannot talk to him like this or like that because he can just organize boys and they will deal with the person. Guys, we've heard all of those threats that Sheggz has been throwing around in the house from time to time. So, as a typical Nigerian, when you have an issue with someone and the person makes that kind of threat to you in form of a statement, right? The person says that to you, oh, from now till December, you will beg me, bets. If you do not beg me, I swear on my mother's life, you beg me. When someone says such a thing to you, as a typical Nigerian, the first thing that happens to you is you become scared for your life. Yes. Now, I don't know if the same reaction exists in other parts of the world, maybe whether it exists in South Africa or in Uganda or any other part of Africa or any other part of the Western world, guys. But I'm talking about in Nigeria, as a typical Nigerian person, guys. This is what happens when people make such threats, especially using the life of their loved ones to swear on such a threat, guys. That is actually a threat to life. That is actually a threat to someone's existence. So what happens at that point in time is that as a typical Nigerian, you become scared. You start to panic for your life. And that was exactly what Sheggz did last night with Rachael. And Rachael immediately started countering it and saying, oh, God forbid, now look at what you've done. You have involved your innocent mother in an argument that she has no business with. You think she's going to be proud of you seeing what you've done? You think she's going to be proud of you seeing how far you've stretched this matter? You think she's going to be proud of you seeing how you've used her life to swear on something that she has no business in? That was mostly what Rachael was saying. And then Rachael was saying, my mother will use prayers to fire you. My mothers will use prayer to come after you. Guys, it is typical. It is a typical reaction from any Nigerian. Yes, Because guys, we Nigerians, we believe that there's power in the tongue. If not supernatural, if not spiritual, we believe that people that claim to have connection, if push comes to shove and they want to have their way, before you know it, they can just send somebody to go and attack the person out there in the real world. And before you know it, you say, they've obtained somebody, the person is missing. Yes. So Rachael had every right to be scared and to start countering all what she could counter. And I love the fact that she placed emphasis on those words. Now, Sheggz had realized what he had done. He had realized what he had said. He had realized that he had spoken out of pocket, that he had spoken out of turn. So what did he do? He decided to immediately, try to remedy the situation, trying to take back what he had said. And that was why immediately he had run into the closer area to go and have a conversation with Sheggz and Chomzy. And so they say, look at her. I didn't even mean anything that way. I didn't even mean anything that way. I just said what I said. He was now trying to make light of the situation. And guess what? We know as usual, we've established that Sheggz is a pathetic coward. We've established as well that Chomzy is also a coward. Because these are people that see things happening right in front of them, but then they just enjoy opening the butt crack of their masses and licking it thoroughly without calling a spade. So those ones too, guys, it was so annoying because those ones were actually there when all this madness was happening. But guess what? They were taking Sheggz sides as usual. But now the matter is still on Sheggz. Sheggz realized what he had done, and then he started trying to counter and refute what he has said. And started trying to make light of the situation. And guess what he did? He started twisting the narrative that it is a violation that Rachael was even mentioning his mother's name. And I'm like, bruv, who brought your mother's name into the argument in the first place? Rachael said nothing about his mother. He brought his mother's name into it, using his mother's life to swear. Is that not madness? Is that not stupidity? Your mother is at home, probably ashamed already of your nonsense, disgraceful act. And then you now went out ahead to open that same mouth to go and be saying, I swear on my mother's life. Like seriously, guys. Honestly, in this part of the world, we do not take lightly words that comes out of the mouth. And then you now went ahead to open your mouth, that your mouth that's like a running tap, that your mouth that does not even know how to close. Open your mouth. You went to go and use your mother's life to threaten somebody. Imagine, do you know who Rachel's mother is? Do you know who Rachael herself is? You don't know people. You think you're the only one that has a life outside of Big Brother. You think you're the only one that has a circle, a connection. You think you're the only one that have contacts outside the house. Do you even know any other housemates? You think you're the only one that is it. Like seriously, man. And then you're now trying to twist the narrative, spin it all. That, it's a violation. Oh my God, if I had 1,000 naira for every freaking time that Sheggz used the word violation whenever he had an altercation with someone, I would be a millionaire by now. This guy is just so freaking annoying, to be very honest. And hey, this is me calling it to Biggie's attention that Sheggz actually threatened a fellow housemate. Yes, it could be whatever kind of threat, guys, I don't know. But as a typical Nigerian, that was a threat. Yes. Now, moving on to the cold shoulder he dished out on Bella.
That's not your opinion, and you're my mom. Since when were you in a space?
I understand, like, when did this one start? Don't start attacking me right now.
So don't ask me that question.
Are you being serious?
If I'm having a conversation, let me have it.
Please stop.
Like, why the fuck are you asking me what I'm speaking on? I'm speaking on what I want to speak on. Are you okay?
So first off, I don't know if it was just me, that noticed this, but I kept on asking myself a question that Bella, what were you trying to prove? I was asking myself that question the moment Bella had come out of that room, walked up to Sheggz, tried to pacify him. The guy wasn't getting pacified at all. And then she had joined forces with him to attack Rachael. And when she saw that Rachael was actually way stronger than both of them verbally, she had gone to that fridge, carried that plate of rice, and come and pour it, on Rachael. And by the way, people are saying that, Bella did not pour the rice. Guys, if she had no intention of pouring the rice, what exactly was she doing holding the plate like this? She said she wanted to pour the rice in Rachel's plate. Okay, you want to pour the rice in Rachel's plate. Shebi, you will bring it to the table and then you put it in the plate. Is this how you pour food in someone's plate? Please, let's be guided. Anyways, I was asking myself that question. That Bella, what are you trying to prove? You're trying to prove to Sheggz that you're a ride or die. You're trying to prove to Sheggz that, yes, I am that girlfriend that you have. That whenever there's a problem, whenever there's an altercation, I will stand and fight for you. I said, Bella, they will beat you properly outside the house. If this is how you want to be behaving, your man's having altercation with people. You want to go and stand and go and fight the person. Babe, they will beat you to pop. Ah, you are kukusha small like Glory Elijah. They will beat you. They'll beat you. Proper. Before Sheggz will even start calling Mopo or calling whatever, they will first of all treat both of you fuck off properly before you try shit. Because guys, I felt like it was completely ridiculous. It was completely irrational. I mean, after she poured the rice, she was leaving. I'm like, no, Shebi, you have liver. After pouring the rice, you should have stood in front of Rachael and said, Rachael, do your worst. Which one is you pour the rice and then you started leaving? And then when you now saw that Dotu was holding you, that's when you started doing, hey, leave me alone, hey.
If that's all you raise, please.
See Bella.
Say all of you get out. All of you get out. If you want to fight, fight. What's all this nonsense? You will now go far. When you now see that people are coming to come and hold you, now come and be doing shalaye. Nonsense. No, if you want to fight, fight. When you finish fighting, you get disqualified, you pack your bags and you go to your rich home. Go and eat whatever the F you want to eat over there. Yeah, but that's by the ways. The point is, Bella disgraced herself, disgraced her family, disgraced her community, disgraced everything about Bella. After disgracing herself, she went to go and cook noodles, sat down at the dining to eat that noodles. And then Sheggz, as usual, was still trying to explain himself. At that point in time, he was talking to Brian, Dotu, and then Adekunle was also paying attention. And he was talking about the thing over and over again. And the more he was talking about it, I don't know how many of you noticed, the more he kept on filtering the facts of the story, making it look as though even the housemates he was talking to were not actually seeing or did not witness what exactly happened. And then she was trying to tell him that he should stop talking. And that was when he had attacked her. Guys, to be honest with you, that attack, sweet me die. I loved it. I said, yes, this is what you get when you are supporting an abusive person. This is what you get when you are supporting an irrational person. An irrational person will never see that you're having their back. What they will see is that you trying to pacify them is another form of attack. And that was exactly what happened with Sheggz and Bella again last night. Attacking her in public like that again. Guys, Bella was so embarrassed. Her face looked like the floor should open and she should enter the ground and be buried. Bella was very, very embarrassed. I'm sure that at that point in time, she started having a moment of introspection that, oh my God, is this not the guy that was actually fighting my fellow housemate for? Is this not the guy? Honestly, I loved that moment. And then much later, when they were in bed, Sheggz was now trying to speak English and explain to her as usual. I said, both of you, you deserve each other. Take a deep breath. Enjoy it. Enjoy each other's toxicity. Bask in it. Bask in it. You deserve each other. Rubbish. According to hear me, rubbish. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to end this video right here because I could go on and on and on because I am so irritated by these two people, Sheggz and Bella. And I'll say this again, if Big Brother does not give Bella a strike, trust me, the show then completely lacks credibility. But you know what? I'm just gonna stop talking right here. Just go ahead and let me know your thoughts about all that transpired last night and all that I mentioned on this video in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys on another video soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.